must be something good, make it strong enough.
Catching up now with Bailey Zimmerman. Bailey, welcome back to Australia. It's round 2 for you after being at CMC and on the Wallen Tour. How are you enjoying it so far?
Oh man, every day is just a blessing. It's crazy. It's such a awesome life to live. Yeah, I'm very blessed. I've had a lot of fun.
Not as hot this time. I know it was pretty warm when you were here last time.
Yeah, but we were in arenas, so we didn't really feel the heat.
Yeah.
But we will today.
Yeah,
Yep.
So true, so true. Well, lots have changed for you. Since you were last here, you released your first album religiously. Tell us how the response for that has been.
Unbelievable, really. I mean, it was like truly unbelievable. Like, I walked in to my living room when it broke the record for like most streamed country debut album of all time or whatever, something like that. And my buddy goes, "Are you like sure?" And I'm like, "Dude, that's what I think." I'm like, "This almost unbelievable. Like, I almost can't believe that. You have to prove it to me." And then they showed me, and I was like, "That is crazy." And then ever since then, it's been wild, man. Like, everywhere we go is just like packed out and screaming all the songs. And man, very fortunate. It's been freaking awesome.
Yeah, you also recently announced a tour for your album as well. How quick did that sell out?
It was like crazy. Yeah, everything is like it's such a blessing to have fans like I do that like go and buy the tickets right away and sell that thing out. I watched it the other night. We put some shows on sale and it was like 2:00 in the morning here because back home it was normal day. And we watched it go and it was like 30 minutes and it was just like boop, 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 boop. All the tickets were gone. They're like, "All right, cool, we're done." And I'm like, "And that's it?" And they're like, "Yep, you're sold out." And I'm like, "Let's freaking go."
How good.
Yeah,
what a good
crazy.
feeling that must be though.
Yeah, it is. What a blessing. Yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah. Well, straight after this weekend, you jump back on a plane to Atlanta on the Morgan Wallen Tour. How has that tour been alongside Ernest and Hardy?
The fellas, it's awesome. It was like, at first we came to New Zealand and Australia, and we didn't really know each other too much, but by the end of this year we were like, man, we're best buds. It's awesome. It's truly again, it's such a blessing to get to know those guys because they're so freaking talented, and I got to learn from them all year and watch Hardy and watch Ern and watch Morgan, and man, what a better way to learn how to be a rock star, right, from those guys. So it's been awesome, and they've been the best mentors. They have really, really helped me in a lot of ways. So I'm very blessed to know those guys.
Yeah, well, for those people who love a good crossover from country to pop, I know I do, you have created the team up I never knew I needed, the Jonas Brothers. Tell me about how this one came about.
It was so random, actually, because we were playing Fenway in Boston with Morgan, and after my set, my manager Chief was like, "Do you want to go to the Jonas Brothers show?" And I'm like, "What's the deal?" And they're like, "Oh, they just want you to come." And I'm like, "Yeah, oh my gosh, of course." And so we pulled up, and they were the nicest guys. Like, it was like I'd known them for so long, like, and I'd never met them. And they were the greatest dudes, and watched the show, and it was awesome. And then a couple weeks later, 2 or 3 weeks later, they sent me a song, and it was this song called Strong Enough. And when I listened to it, I was like, that's a freaking smash song. I love that song so much. And they were like, "Yeah, they want you to sing on it." And I'm like, "No way." And I was like, and they're like, "Yeah." So immediately, we were in Canada at the time. I had my producer fly in, cut the song, and it was a lot of fun. They have treated me like, literally like I've been their friend for so long. And
like you're one of the brothers.
Literally, it's like such a cool thing. And I wasn't like, I'm not like trying to cross over or whatever. I just loved the song and was like, yeah, I'll sing on that thing. And then when we got it back, it was like, yeah, it sounds great. This is freaking badass. So yeah, that's how it came about. And now we're boys, and it's like we got a song coming out, and I'm freaking stoked.
That is so good, and it comes out on the 10th, is that right?
The 10th, let's go.
How exciting. They are coming down to Australia as well early next year. Who knows, maybe you'll be on support with them.
You never know, right? You never know. I might pop into Australia to play the song once or twice. Who knows?
Anything could happen. But you've probably been asked this question a lot lately. You've put it out there, you're looking for a wife. First of all, have you found one?
No, but I feel like we're all searching for a wife every day, right? You're hoping you meet that person, but, it's been going good. Yep. I've met some really good people, good that are friends now. You know, they didn't really make the wife piece, but you know, we're still looking. So hit my DMs if, you know, that's a thing, I guess.
Okay, what kind of qualities are we looking for?
I don't really know that yet. It's kind of like the search, you know? You're just trying to, like, find that one person that, like...
Wherever those sparks fly.
Yeah, makes you just have butterflies in your tummy.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, one of the most requested questions we've had to ask you is, what's in your rider?
In my rider for, like, shows?
Yeah, what do, like, you want in your room?
All right. Honey and ginger. Gotta have honey and ginger. I don't drink too often, but when I do, I drink, you know, Casamigos tequila. Okay. So I'll have a bottle of that just in case I want to have a little drink.
Yep.
Pickles, for sure. I love pickles. Bunches of water. Yeah, lots of water. Sure. Man. Snacks, you know. I don't really know. I'm not too big of a diva, you know, so it's not a lot to take care of me. Yeah. So, give me some pickles, give me some water, give me some Casamigos. I'm good.
He's happy.
I'm happy.
All good. Yep. Amazing. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to catch up with me, Bailey Zimmerman, right here at the all-new Ridin Hearts Festival.
Let's go.
Joining me right now is Bailey Zimmerman. Thank you so much for joining me.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having me. This is crazy.
I was going to say, is this your first visit to Australia? Is it a bit of a culture shock coming in?
Yeah, it's my first trip here, and it's been so insane. Like, I saw a possum while I was peeing in the bathroom, just like chilling right there, and I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. So it's been so cool to get to walk around and see all the types of different people and all the different stuff you don't see in America. So it's been awesome. Yeah.
And do you love how we call like our pickup trucks utes?
I didn't even know that.
Oh, okay.
So that is really cool. Utes. How about that?
Yeah, because you used to work like in a bit of a car kind of place before your music took off.
Yeah, I actually like build lifted utes actually, so I build those. Yeah, back in America. Yep.
I've seen a picture of your ute. It looks pretty tough.
It is.
You're pretty proud of that one?
I'm proud of it. I've that's been my dream truck dream ute since I was a little kid. So now that I've gotten blessed to be able to build something like that, it's a blessing.
Yeah. And you're not only here for CMC, you're on tour with Morgan Wallen. Tell us, have you got any hot goss from that tour so far?
It's going to be a wild one. We kicked it off in Auckland, New Zealand, and just the first night I could tell, like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I can keep up with these boys,
And you've released a few new singles lately, but can we look forward to a new album soon, maybe even a team up with Morgan Wallen on one?
Yeah, actually, I've got my first album coming called Religiously the Album, and it's got 16 tracks on it. I'm really excited about it. I've kind of spent the last couple years writing this album, so I'm excited to let everybody hear what I've been through and the stories I've got to tell.
Yep. That is awesome. Speaking of like getting to know you, we've actually got some speed dating questions here for our listeners if you're up for it.
All right, I'm in, of course.
Okay, all right. First question. What was the first album you ever bought?
Gosh dang it. It was a Tesla album, but I can't remember the name of the album, but it had like Modern Day Cowboy on it and those songs. So, man, gosh dang it.
It's going to come to you later.
It'll come to me. It'll come to me. Yeah, it'll come to me. But it's a Tesla album. Tesla's my favorite band in the whole world.
Awesome. And what sound effect or impersonation can you do?
I can do the Australian one. Like a, oi, mate.
Yeah, all right, we'll pass that one.
Clear. Yeah, I can kind of do it a little bit,
The weirdest request from a fan or like weirdest DM that you've ever got?
Man, it was actually like a week ago. This lady reached out because she was about to have her first kid, and she asked my permission to name it after me.
Oh my gosh!
And I was like, holy freaking crap.
And
I was like, yeah, of course, if that's what you really want to do, I mean, I think Bailey Zimmerman is a cool name, but she ended up named it Bailey Lynn, whatever the last name was. So it was really cool.
Nice.
I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah, something different.
Yeah,
there
that was
you go.
pretty cool.
Best advice given?
Take your shoes off. My buddy Ernest, he's on the tour with me and Morgan and Hardy, and one day I just called him because I was kind of going through some stuff, and he's like, dude, go outside and take your shoes off and and step on the grass and ground yourself. And I took it way more than what he was saying, but I took it as ground yourself when you start to get off the ground, take your shoes off and feel the grass and remember where you come from.
Yep. No,
Yep.
I get that. That's awesome. Have you got any TV recommendations for our listeners? What are you watching at the moment?
Oh, man. Oh, my gosh. Okay, so I actually just started a show called Jack Reacher.
Okay, I've heard of that
And
one.
it is freaking awesome. It's like so gnarly. So I've been watching that like the last couple weeks. But Jack Reacher is badass.
Right. We'll have to hit that one up too.
Yeah.
And this is probably the most important question of the speed dating. Pineapples on pizza, yes or no?
Of course. I think it brings a dynamic to pizza that we've never had before.
Thank you
and
very much.
anybody that says no to that has never even tried it. So they need to actually try it first before they knock it.
Amazing. Well, I feel like I've gotten to know you so much better. Hopefully our listeners have too. Thanks so much for joining me.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. This has been so much fun. Thank you.